Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Edwin Sifuna was on Citizen TV for a morning live show interview together with the Osoro and the Veronica Maina. These are William Ruto's allies, people who are in leadership position in Kenya Kwanza. And Sifuna used that opportunity to damage lies in Kenya Kwanza and expose exactly what is happening within that coalition. Number one, he has handled the issue of the behavior of a dictator. Those who have been elected in Kenya Kwanza view themselves as, to some extent they can be compared to dictators in the manner in which they are behaving. You will listen to him. Number two, he has talked about the issue of how William Ruto is viewing anyone in Kenya Kwanza or in this country who do not agree with his position, the way he views them. Number three, the issue of hierarchy of needs in this country. And lastly, he has handled the issue of poison and how far the poison can damage. That one is in comparison to the current political situation. First of all, listen to Edwin Sifuna lecturing William Ruto allies. Then from here, we will go deeper into this conversation. You might feel like it's comedy, but there is a proper message directed to these followers of William Ruto, and the Kenyans have a lesson to learn here going forward.
Sam, it is only dictators who believe they know what is best for everyone. That somehow, because they were elected, they are this genius who know where the country is supposed to be, what you're supposed to eat, who you're supposed to love, how many children you're supposed to have. We are not children, Osoro. We are not children. And the fact that you are elected, this election does not confer genius on anyone. In fact, many of us don't even understand what we are doing most of the time. Number two, my brother, I have no problem. I don't want William Ruto to ever listen to me. What for? He has his bishops, he has his choir masters like Naosoro here. Let him listen to them every day. I am okay him not listening to me, but please, you cannot see Azimio in everyone. Kwame Wino comes here, he's an independent expert in economy, you label him Azimio, dismiss him. Kepsa come to you and tell you this thing is going to tank the economy, you dismiss him and say they are Azimio. Kenya Association of Manufacturers, the bishops, everyone. You cannot dismiss everyone. As somebody has said here, we cannot all be wrong. Another thing, Sam, there is something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You don't talk to me about furniture. I have not eaten. When was the last time you bought furniture for your house? You can't come here and tell us, oh, you've reduced tax on furniture. We want to eat, Vero. Stop telling us about this thing of furniture and helicopters and IDF. How many Kenyans know IDF? You are reducing tax on rentals. How many people are landlords here? Maybe it's just you and Osoro here who are landlords. I am sure Sam has no house to rent. And then they say that 1 teaspoon of poison, just 1 teaspoon of poison in a cup of tea is enough to take you out. This one is a drumload of poison. A drumload of poison in the well. And then you come and tell us, oh, Azimio does not see anything good. You tell us what is good, we will tell you what is bad, because that is our job. And lastly, Sam, so that I hand over to my sister here, I want to say this. Kenyans know all of us. You know these characters. William Ruto has never built anything. He has never built anything, and I dare anybody to tell me what he has built. If he did, we would be enjoying those 6 stadia that he promised us. He's not going to build you a house. Okay. Don't agree to be lied to.
All right, okay. Senator Sifuna.
Now, first of all, Sam, thank you.
Now we are continuing the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, Edwin Sifuna has compared the Kenya Kwanza leadership from William Ruto up to the elected members of parliament and the entire leadership as people who are practicing dictatorship. And in his point, it is very clear, if you listen to him, a dictator is a person who thinks that he knows everything and he can make a decision on behalf of everyone. That can happen in dictatorship. But when you talk about democracy, is when people sit down and listen to every voice and then make a decision. That's why in Kenya, when you want to make a decision, there is what we refer to as public participation. And that is what has always failed many people who have been in power in this country. From even Uhuru Kenyatta, there are times he did not even have public participation. He ended up with his decision being blocked by the court. As simple as that. So look at William Ruto. In him, he only listens to the people who are speaking what he want to hear. But anyone who don't speak what he want to hear, Ruto does not listen to that person. He has talked about bishops. He has bishops, because those are now people who are advising him. We are talking about bishops because we have seen even Archbishop Olesabit calling a press conference flanked with, he has been flanked by 19 bishops around him, trying to correct William Ruto on the issue of high cost of living and the matter to do with the tribalism appointment. Ruto did not listen. Those are bishops. We talk about other people who come and advise William Ruto on the matter to do with the financial bill. Ruto does not listen. So for him, we want to make a decision on behalf of Kenyans. He believes that he knows everything for everyone. Number two, you come to the issue of framing everyone as a meal. Sifuna has talked about that. And how is Ruto doing this? If you come and give other view that is opposite on what Ruto is thinking about, especially on the financial bill, you are being viewed as an Azimio person. He has talked about economists addressing Ruto on the matter of financial bill. They will be branded Azimio. You come to KEPSA, coming to advise Ruto. Ruto and his allies will view those people as Azimio. You come to the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, people who are feeling the heat to do with the economy. This financial bill is touching them. It's meant to finish them. When they come to advise the president and the Kenya Kwanza regime, they view them as Azimio. That means if you don't buy what they are saying, they brand you as Azimio. So there's that dismissal that if you don't agree with them, you are an Azimio, you are an Azimio. So everyone, including those who are even in the Kenya Kwanza, like Gathoni wa Mshomba, you will see Gachagua viewing Gathoni wa Mshomba as an Azimio, just because Gathoni wa Mshomba is speaking what Raila Odinga is talking about. The next person will be the Kapichai member of parliament. Majimbo Kalasinga is going to be viewed as an Azimio just because he's speaking his mind and is not in agreement with the position of William Samoei Ruto. That's how Ruto is viewing these people. Sifuna has addressed that. Sifuna is talking about on the hierarchy of needs. Very, very important point. What is the hierarchy of needs in Kenya Kwanza government? The needs will be seen on how they are drawing their financial bill. And if you check on that, you will realize that the number one need is removing taxes on helicopters. You want to buy commercial flights, what they have waived is free taxation. You bring it free here. Hiyo ndio mahitaji ya kwanza wako nayo. Wakenya wote wameshiba. Hakuna mtu ako njaa hii Kenya. Wakenya wote wanaweza afford school fees. Hakuna mtu ako na shida ya school fees. Wakenya wote wanaweza afford matibabu. Hakuna mtu ako na shida ya matibabu. So that we can think about removing taxes on the commercial flights and all those choppers. Hiyo ndio hierarchy of needs. Kwa William Ruto. Jiulize mahali penye uko. Can you afford food? Sababu unasema hivi, kwa ndege wametoa tax, lakini kwa chakula they are imposing double tax. That's hierarchy of needs. You have seen him addressing Veronica Maina, the former UDA SG, on the issue of furnitures. She is claiming that this government is removing taxes on furnitures. The furniture she's addressing about, they are the ones that are importing from China. It means that is high end. Kama meza, milango, taka viti, those furnitures to talk about them. Wale wako na uwezo wa import such kind of furnitures, it is people who have money. It is for rich. That is the hierarchy of needs in the Kenya Kwanza government. Wakati wanasema hivyo, jiulize, can you afford fertilizer, farm inputs, those pesos you are using? Talk about majembe, all those things, mitungi ya kuweka maziwa ndani. Kuna tax zimewekwa pale, kama zile zinakuwa taxed. Na ulinganisha hiyo na mambo ya furniture that are being imported from China and elsewhere. Is that the hierarchy of needs in Kenya Kwanza? That is how they are doing it. So their focus is on solving the problem of the rich, not the poor. Because it is only poor who will have problem on affording meals. Ruto alikuwa anatuambia kitambo ya kwamba ukiuliza au ukiambia watu ya kwamba umelala njaa, Uhuru atakuuliza kukuwa na chakula kwa nyumba, kwa duka ama nini ilifanyika. Lakini kwa hao walikuwa wanasema wanaelewa kwamba ukisema umelala njaa ni kwamba you do not have food to eat. Not that you do not have time to eat. Today they are proving it opposite. Indeed, the person who understood when people are angry, it was hungry. It was Uhuru Kenyatta, not William Ruto, not this regime. They pretend like they don't know anything that is happening in this country. And lastly, Sifuna has addressed the issue of poison. They're saying 1 spoon of poison is enough to bring you down. It will finish you. But Sifuna is telling Kenyans, after listening to Kenya Kwanza on how they talk, Ruto is whipping everyone, using force, intimidation, so that they can vote in their line. So every member of parliament in Kenya Kwanza is being threatened. So Osoro, as a majority whip, he wants to whip everyone through threats, not convincing. They want to confuse and threaten everyone. That is a drum. Sifuna is saying is a drum load full of poison, not 1 spoon. So Kenya Kwanza government, the manner they are operating, it is poisonous. It's a destruction. It is a super massive destruction. It should be rejected. That was Edwin Sifuna for you. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Let us meet in the comment section for coordination of this conversation. To reach out to me, just go in the description box. There is my WhatsApp number, 2 of them. You can reach out to me. Thank you, and see you in our next video.